All right, I'm super excited to be here today with Tony Armstrong. Tony and I met almost 9 years ago when I used to be a member at his gym, Body and Soul, here in Kelowna, British Columbia. And Tony is a personal trainer. He has several black belts in different styles of Taekwondo. And over the years, we've become good friends. And what I am really excited about today is having Tony share his health journey, because I've been watching him for almost 10 years now. And I'm pretty sure he's almost gotten younger. He hasn't aged a day since we met. So Tony, thank you so much for joining me today. So how did you get started on your Isagenix journey? Can you tell us why?
You bet, Tammy, and thanks for asking me along here to pitch in and just pass this information along to other people. Actually, Tammy, I started using Isagenix to prove that it doesn't work. I've been prospected for about 5.5 months, and I knew that there was nothing in the products that was going to hurt me or harm me. I knew it was all good stuff, but I really didn't believe it was going to do the things that I was being told it was going to do. I was being told, hey, you're going to have great energy, you're going to trim up, you're going to put some lean muscle on. Being a gym owner, being a personal trainer, being a martial artist, it was like, yeah, I heard that before. And I just kind of, no, we're not interested. However, after 5.5 months, thought, you know what, let's just do a system, and it's not going to do that, but at least then I can say, look, I gave it a try, go away. Tammy, that's not what happened at all. I started that 30-day program, and at the beginning of that program, I was working out, getting ready for a Taekwondo competition, and I was doing my personal training as well. So I had lots of physical activity. I didn't think I had anything to lose. But in that 30 days, I lost about 20 pounds, and I put on, more importantly, I put on lean muscle at the same time. I went to that Taekwondo competition, and I absolutely kicked butt, like right across the board. I kicked butt, and I couldn't wait to take and get back and say to the guy that sponsored me, like, hey, okay, I get it. This really works. And that was 11.5 years ago, Tammy. And I've continued to use these products every day for the past 11.5 years. And I know today, I know for a fact, because I test this stuff, I know for a fact that I have more lean muscle now than I had 11.5 years ago. And
wow.
I know that I've got more energy and more zip, and my mental focus, I am dialed in. I am dialed in, and just so grateful that, one, the person that sponsored me was persistent enough for 5.5 months. And secondly, I decided, yeah, I'll do this to prove it doesn't work.
Which is awesome. And I know that we'll continue to stick with the story that you're only 49, but do you mind sharing your actual age with us?
I think I feel more like 45, 45.
45 is good.
45 is good, and if I'm walking down the street, people are going to mistake me for 45, and I'm not just bragging. It's like, no, I feel that way, I behave that way, and I think that way. My actual age, though, is 61.
Wow.
Yeah, and I feel incredible.
That's awesome. And do you feel like your quality of life is better now?
Well, I know that it is. I know that my quality of life is better. I know that I work out harder now than I did 11.5 years ago, 50 when I started this. I know that I have better athletic performance because, again, I said, I'm not just, I feel like that. I do feel like that, but it's not just that. I work out 3 times a week with a personal trainer, and I lift weights on my own 2 to 3 times a week on top of that. With my personal trainer, we actually test my physical performance. It's a very athletic-oriented gym, and so we test my athletic performance. My athletic performance right now is in the top 5 percentile of 21-year-olds.
Wow.
And that is amazing. That is amazing to take and reach that. So that's cardiovascular strength, cardiovascular health, muscle strength, and recovery.
So Tony, did you just luck out because you work out all the time and you make healthy choices, or have you seen others have the same results as you?
We all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. And yes, I was fortunate in that I was physically active before I started Isagenix. So I had that foundation to build on. But the important thing, I think, for everybody to know is that you need to start, and you need to start today on setting that foundation. It doesn't matter where you are. We all start at some point. And so get going and and you're going to see improvements. It doesn't matter whether you're already an active athlete at 25 years old or 35 years or 45. It doesn't matter what your calendar age is. What matters is that you start today and you start building and enhancing that foundation, and the structure that you put up on top of that is just going to be that much better for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking a moment to share with us your story, and I am excited to continue to watch your journey, as we continue to flood our body with this incredible nutrition that's affected both of our lives. So thank you so much for your time today, Tony.
You're welcome, Tammy. Thanks for having me. And, I so appreciate our Isagenix community and everything we do to just support each other, be healthy.